nutrition has an important role to play in helping our brains stay healthy as we age. But now we're finding out that nutrition may also have a significant role to play in helping our brains to recover after injury. Concussion is a type of mild traumatic brain injury, often known as the invisible injury, because unlike a broken arm or a broken leg, you can't see the signs of concussion. So what exactly is concussion or mild traumatic brain injury? Well, from geriatric to pediatric and everybody in between, at all ages, we could all be at risk of having damage to the brain following an inciting incident. And that could be a fall when we're older, it could be two children banging their heads together in a schoolyard, or it could be anybody that's involved in collision sport that may have either a direct or an indirect impact on the head, which can lead to a whole variety of concussive symptoms. Symptoms from concussion vary from individual to individual. They can include things like nausea, vomiting, headaches, but also then longer term issues like mood disturbances, sleep issues, and can have a long-term impact on the brain. There are differences in the duration and severity of symptoms, and for around 10% of people that suffer a concussion, their symptoms will be chronic. They will stay with them for a long time. Concussion induces a number of physiological changes on the body. It can affect how we metabolize nutrients, it can increase our metabolism, and it can increase our requirement for certain nutrients as a result. So what are the current treatments for concussion? Well, experts agree that pharmacological treatments or drugs don't seem to be effective, or we haven't discovered any yet that seem to be effective for those suffering from concussion. Exercise does seem to play a role in helping the brain to recover from some of the symptoms. But so far, there are no nutrition therapies or nutrition protocols recommended for individuals who have sustained a concussive impact. So why do we think that nutrition might be important to help the brain to recover from an injury? Well, we know that the metabolic and the physiological changes that occur to the body following a concussion are all linked to the different nutrients that we use in the body. We know from previous evidence that nutrition plays a significant role in helping our brain to stay healthy as we age and in protecting us from cognitive decline. And therefore it stands to reason that nutrition could also play a very significant role in helping the brain to recover following injury. Which nutrients and non-nutrients have been shown to potentially play a role in helping the brain to recover following a concussion? Well, to date, most of the research in this field is coming from animals and cell studies. There are very, very few human studies. But what that evidence is showing us is that some nutrients and non-nutrients may be important, and these include antioxidants, branched-chain amino acids, and omega-3 fatty acids. Antioxidants include things like alpha-lipoic acid, which can be found in red meat, organ meat, and a whole host of green leafy vegetables. They also include the polyphenols, which are plant metabolites, things like catechin, epicatechin, epigallocatechin gallate, which are coming from green tea, for instance, or the anthocyanins coming from blueberries, and also certain carotenoids such as astaxanthin. Antioxidants help by protecting the brain from oxidative stress that is induced following a concussion. Other nutrients of interest include the branched-chain amino acids such as leucine, isoleucine, and valine, which can be found in protein-rich foods. These are particularly important in helping individuals recover from sleep disturbances associated with concussion. Without a shadow of a doubt, though, in this area, the greatest evidence is for omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3 fatty acids are found in oily fish and algae, and they include alpha-linolenic acid, eicosapentaenoic acid, and docosahexaenoic acid. Out of those omega-3 fatty acids, the greatest evidence is for the long-chain omega-3 fatty acid, DHA. Now, we know that omega-3s have previously been shown to have a role to play in protecting the brain and in helping the brain recover from things like depression, etc. But the doses that are used in those studies are different to the doses that we're seeing for concussion. We need much higher amounts of omega-3 to protect or to help us recover from the symptoms associated with concussion. We're talking gram quantities. So overall, this is a real tale of hope. For a long time, there have been no nutrition protocols for those that are suffering from concussion symptoms. We now know that certain nutrients and non-nutrients may play a role in helping the brain to recover from concussion, and there's a whole new exciting field of research in this area. And over time, we will be able to incorporate nutrition protocols and advice for those that have sustained an impact to the head.